Hey everybody. Hey everybody, John here, obviously. And I'm going to tell you briefly about a book that I've been reading, and I'm going to recommend you read it as well. Let me find all the other copies of it. So, this is it. And I've just finished this. Now, I did this on audiobook, and I'll put a link to where I got it if you don't like using Audible, which I don't. So if you want to listen to this on audiobook but you don't want to do Audible, there's a link to that in the low bar in the description of this video. I have just finished this, an audiobook, and then consequent to finishing it, I actually had the first two and I bought the third one. And the reason I'm telling you that is not to flex, because I didn't read this with my eyeballs, I read it with my ears. I want to draw your attention to Book 3 here. In specific, Section 6 of Book 3, which runs from page 314 to 400 and something or other, so approximately 110 pages. The section on exile in Book 3 of the Gulag Archipelago. I strongly recommend that you read that. It's about 110 pages. The reason I recommend that you read it is it relates to the creation and the implementation of digital currency by, if you're a Canadian, the Central Bank of Canada; if you're an American, the Federal Reserve; if you're in Europe, whatever body is creating your national currency. Because the digital currency that is being created, that's going to be put on, made the legal tender in your various nations, it's going to attach to your identity in a way that modern fiat currency does not attach to your identity. I mean, sure, you've got a bank account, you can do stuff online and pay your bills, and your debit card attaches to your identity and so on. But you can take cash out of the bank and then go buy stuff with cash. And even when you do online transactions, unless you are individually audited, your individual transactions don't paint a picture of what you're spending money on unless somebody specifically looks at it. The new digital currency that's being created is going to specifically profile what you do every single step of the way, and then you can be turned on or off as a person with access to the financial system, to your own money, to your own paycheck, and then to other things too, like access to medical services, access to public transit, access to insurance, access to getting into housing, access to buying, etc., etc., etc. The digital currency is being created with the ostensible goal of being able to have negative interest rates, and you can watch the different financial YouTube channels if you're interested in that. But the follow-on effect of this is that every single person who uses this newly created digital currency is going to be completely trackable and completely controllable individually by their identity through their money, because your money is going to attach to your identity. And if you want to get a sample, a flavor of what that's going to be like, you need to read Book 3 of the Gulag Archipelago, the section on exile, and then all the stuff it talks about in here, all the different ways that people are exiled in the history of the Soviet Union and their mini micronation inside the Soviet Union of forced labor camps, which is what this is about. All those forms of exile, of unpersoning people, will be done through digital means rather than through the much more labor-intensive and expensive process of physical exclusion. So get a copy of this. It's about $27. And read 100 pages of it, the section on exile, if you want to get a flavor of what's coming. Sorry this couldn't be more of a cheerful video, but you'll be cheerful when you're better prepared for what's about to happen to you. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, have a lovely, lovely day.